everybody, and welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome.
Little Lina.
And that's little
Lina. Oh, sweet girl. Oh.
Lina. We got a cute little kitty joining us.
Oh my gosh. She's so cute.
So this is little Lina, and she'll be joining us for season 7, episode 21, number 291. Shandy, yes. Would you like to introduce the newest member of your family?
Yes! We've been talking about adopting a kitten for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like never the right time because we were like going to be gone. And then it was sort of like, okay, we'll just wait until we get back from that. And then like, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Finally, it happened. So we went to the shelter and we met the kitties that were there. And she was like calling to us when we first walked in. She was like super cuddly, wanted to be held. So God, I really feel like she chose us because she like, so, you know, we held her and like I was pretty smitten right away. And then we were looking at a bunch of other ones. And there was this other one she was so cute. She was like 9 weeks. She was tiny. And she was just like, she would like put her head on the side, like, oh, give you one of those. She was so cute. But this one just kept calling us. Oh, and she had been in the shelter for like a month. And she's a black cat, which I don't know if it's actually true. Is it? Maybe you guys know, but I've always heard that like it's harder for black cats to get adopted. Because people are like weirdly superstitious about Yeah,
I've heard that too. But in my experience with Zoe, they're also more hyperallergenic.
More what?
Hypoallergenic.
Oh, like
my mom and my sister and my uncle are all very allergic to cats, and Zoe had very little effect on them. They would sometimes get like, you know, a little bit like around her, but it wasn't anything like other cats that like make them just blow up.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, some with the dander.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, and even like the superstition thing, I think is really fucking weird, and I think she's just a beautiful little. She's such a great personality. She was just so sweet. Aww. So yeah, we brought her home yesterday. She was like really. It's funny because she was like so outgoing at the shelter, like trying to grab our attention. And then once we got home, she was like quite a bit more skittish, which I think is a totally normal reaction, especially since she was at the shelter for so long. She was like in a cage for like a month. So yeah, she's like slowly getting acclimated. We kept her in our master bathroom last night. And then today, like we sort of like opened up our room so that she could go in there too. But we've been keeping her separated from Gabby, which is what was recommended to us by like our vet and the shelter people. So like slowly they're kind of sniffing each other. She's a little bit scared of Gabby because she's sort of like sensed another cat. And then I showed her Gabby today, but like in the safety of my arms, and then just, yeah. But Gabby's kind of hissed at her a little bit, but I think she'll be a cool big sister / mother figure.
Oh, good.
But yeah, but it is funny to kind of think about back on how Gabby was when we first got her, which was around the time that we started this podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gosh, I forgot how that timeline sunk up.
Yeah. So, but Gabby was just like never really scared of, like Fiona hissed at her, but she was never really that scared of it or like fazed by it. Like she just kind of like went for her anyway. Which like totally tracks with Gabby's personality now. So it's just like, wow, yeah.
We are who we are.
We are who we are, yeah. If you're a human or an animal or what. Like
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, she's super sweet. She's very nice. I'm very excited for her and Gabby to become best friends and cuddle together and snuggle together and keep each other company. But yeah.
Oh
so
my
that's
gosh.
Yeah.
I can't wait for all the cute kitty pile photos that will be forthcoming.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Yay!
Yes.
So do you want to tell everybody like her name and the meaning behind it?
Yeah, so we didn't have a name picked out. Like we didn't necessarily know that we were going to get a kitten yesterday. It just depended on if we connected with any of them. So yeah, we definitely didn't have a name picked out or anything. And then we tried out a few yesterday, and then we were thinking like maybe a French name. So we're trying out like different French like girl names. And then I was looking online today at like a list of French girl names, and I came across Lina, Lina, and which is very cute. And anyway, I was like looking a little bit more into it, and it's a popular name in France, and sounds like it comes from Arabic, but then also is a Latinized version of Caroline or Carolina. And I was like, oh, and we got her in North Carolina. So seemed pretty perfect. So she's little Lina.
Yeah, I love it. That's so good. It was a beautiful name, but now that we have the context, it's even more beautiful.
That kind of, we both really liked it. And then I did a further Google search and came across that and was like, oh yeah, obviously.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Welcome to the broadcast family, Lina.
Yes.
Yay, welcome.
Yay.
Broadcast cat family.
Yay.
Broadcat family.
Broadcast family. She is just she's at my feet doing kitten things. So, yeah.
Yay!
I tried to pick her up, and
I love this over the shoulder thing.
Yeah. Just so funny because yesterday, last night, she was so skittish. It was every time we would go into the bathroom, we would start over with her. It felt like, I mean, with a little bit of progress every time, but she would hear us coming, she would go hide behind the toilet, and then we would kind of get her to come out and play with a toy. And then she'd be fine. She'd be purring, and she'd be a little bit more used to us. But then we, if we leave and then come back, it was the same thing all over again. But now she's just going crazy.
Wow.
Kitten style.
Aw, yay! Well, can't wait to hear some progress.
No.
Hey, you're very sweet. Oh.
Amanda, what's going on with you? Anything new?
We got a tree. Actually, hold on. I have to blow my nose super bad. I'm trying to keep it contained. I will be right back.
Okay. Well, while Amanda does that, essentially, all we did this weekend was we saw Santa on Saturday, and it was great because we weren't gonna go, but it was raining, and there was no wait out because it was outside, and
perfect.
It worked out perfectly. We literally walked right in.
The pictures are great.
Yeah, thanks. They came out fantastic. It was wonderful, and we're gonna go do this thing called the Holiday Express on Sunday, and that is exciting because that's my favorite thing that they do in Raleigh for Christmas, and they haven't been able to do it for the last 2 years, so I'm super stoked for it.
Nice.
And we'll see Santa again then. So
nice.
And that's the Santa where they make all the family go sit down for it. So, yay. And then Zachary had a little winter concert last night at school.
Oh,
and it was super cute.
Fun.
So it was done by grade. So K and 1 went, then 2nd and 3rd, and then 4th and 5th. And everybody had to dress as a theme. The 2nd and 3rd graders had to dress as reindeer. So it was super cute. We had reindeer antlers from probably the Holiday Express in previous years because they give out that stuff there. I don't even remember where we got them. So we got him, a brown shirt and pants from Walmart the other day, and then the reindeer antlers. So he was all set, but it was super cute. And they did their little dancing along with the music thing.
Oh,
and,
cute.
It was so packed in that audit. It was in the cafeteria, and it was so packed. There is no way that I am not going to have COVID, the flu, RSV, and any other random virus for the next 3 days. There's no way. It is
cocktail of all of them.
Something. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I say it was shoulder to shoulder packed, it was shoulder to shoulder packed. It was, yeah. It was one of those oh God, I should have worn a mask. Why didn't I? Oh, because I didn't stop to think that it was going to be this crowded. But it was super cute. And that was it.
That's nice.
Yeah. I also watched Spirited and A Christmas Story Christmas.
I did too. Those were our big movies of the weekend.
I can't
Very
wait.
Nice.
Cannot wait to talk about them. Specifically Spirited. The end.
I need to catch up.
You 100%.
Do. I think I might watch it again.
Really?
So, yeah.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to watch that. I went to my sister's. We went to my sister's over the weekend because she lives really close, and we finally made it. Third time was the charm.
Yay!
Yeah, for her littlest's first birthday, which was just awesome that we can do that. Yeah, and we had seen them the weekend before Thanksgiving, so it was like, wait, what?
Oh, that's so awesome.
We're like seeing
doing the family
twice in
thing.
2 weekends, and not once every 5 years. Like, what is this?
That's great.
Yeah, so it was great. We like went out there and stayed the night with them, got to hang out with her kids, and we watched I mean kind of, it was like more or less in the background, but Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's.
Jay watched that last week, but I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of, we like put it on and then we were doing other stuff, but it was still on the background, which is nice. But I felt like we got with my sister, we are clearly sisters. Last weekend at Thanksgiving, we were the ones pushing Home Alone 1 and 2, which we got done, and like really watched. And then this last weekend we watched Christmas Vacation. So I need to catch up now on the actual assignment movies that I haven't seen.
Excellent. Oh, I still need to do Muppet Family Christmas and the Lindsay Lohan one.
Same. I still have those two. But like Muppet Family Christmas, I feel like I watch every year.
Yeah,
so
you
like,
could just talk about it.
You've seen a million.
Right, I can just like talk about it. I don't necessarily like have to, but it's always a delight and a joy to watch it. So I would like to.
Yeah. And then last night, we were torn last night because I really wanted to watch, and Jay was like, okay, I'm not watching the Lohan movie, but what cheesy Netflix movie do you want to watch? And unfortunately at that point, by the time we sat down, it was just too late to like start anything. So we ended up watching the first 2 episodes of Wednesday on Netflix.
Oh, nice.
And
really, so 2 episodes in, really enjoying it so far.
Even if it's not Christina Ricci?
Christina Ricci's in it though.
What?
Mm-hmm. I heard that. We were just talking to Daniel's brother. They're watching it with their 12-year-old twins. And they were saying that, like Christina Ricci is in it. I was like, really?
That is really fun.
I heard about the show, but I didn't know that connection.
Okay, that makes me want to watch it.
Yeah. And you know what? Although the whole time, so Jay didn't watch Yellow Jackets, but the whole time, all I could think about was her character on Yellow Jackets.
Very, very memorable and a very like not like typical Christina Ricci role. So it's like, I feel like Wednesday is more like what we think of when we think of Christina Ricci.
And like Casper.
And Casper.
Yeah. And Now and Then.
And like Now and Then. Yes.
Now and Then.
So good. So good.
Oh God, that Zelda Fitzgerald thing she did. Like, she can do no wrong in my eyes. She's just I love her.
We should, you know what, for one of our themes, like in 2023,
we should do Christina Ricci movies.
And Now and Then has to be one of them.
Okay, I'm on board with this. I like it.
The
Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Well done, Matt. Well done.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point after the holidays or whenever, maybe we could talk about Wednesday. Because it is so far, it's really good. Looking forward to it.
Nice.
I'm really excited.
Speaking of things to catch up on, started Sex Life of Season 2.
Yes!
Because, it's like Christmas movie is like sometimes you don't have time for that, but like you want to watch something.
Mm-hmm. Nice little 20 to 30 minute episodes.
Yeah.
I got Frank into it, so we rewatched season 1, and now we're caught up on season 2.
I did not like the end of the most recent episode.
No.
I was really pissed.
Yeah, right, so Frank also was like...
I was like, come on, what the fuck?
So how many episodes are out? Because they're not released. They're not like dropping the whole season, right?
No, they're dropping 2 by 2.
2 by 2. So I think there's 6
now. Noah's Ark situation here.
Yeah, okay. They're Noah's Arking it. Like I loved it up until the very last scene of this week's.
You know, it really kind of pissed Frank off too. But I was like, I agree that I'm not a fan, but I think that's the whole thing is like it's complex and. We're not always supposed to be on board 100% with everything, and that's going to turn into a conversation and like a discussion and an exploration of like if that's okay.
I do trust them because they have not let us down this far, but not having the next one to like jump into.
Right.
Yeah, I was really mad though. Like, yeah.
Anyway, so Amanda, how?
I was gonna say, well done, guys. This was like absolutely like not spoilery at all.
I know. I did my best.
I'm like, kudos. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've only watched one episode, so really.
Okay. So you got 5 more.
Oh,
is it Thursdays that they're coming out?
Thursdays.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's actually
we'll been try and catch up once we get through the holiday stuff.
Yeah, my motivation to try to finish editing early has actually been because I want to watch Sex Lives of College Girls.
Nice.
That's fair. That's a good goal.
Yeah.
I did start rewatching Dash and Lily because I needed like something short.
Speaking of Sex
Lives,
I
was doing like Speaking of, that's what made me think of it.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's just as delightful.
It's wild that she's supposed to be like 16.
Yeah, well, it's also like when you think about it, that was 2 years ago. Like that came out 2 years ago. Because it wasn't last Christmas that we watched it. I was in my old apartment. So.
Yeah, because I rewatched it last Christmas, and that's how I rewatched it on like the 20th or something of December. And Jay came upstairs after doing like a Geek Dad Life thing or something, and Last Christmas happened to be playing, and I'm the reason he lost the Last Christmas challenge.
Whoops. Sorry, not sorry.
He was so pissed. Shandy, you know what the Last Christmas challenge is?
I don't.
Between, I think it's either Black Friday or December 1st through Christmas Day if you can make it without hearing George Michael's Last Christmas playing.
Oh.
Because that's, like one of the, that's everywhere. Like, Last Christmas. I won't sing it more because I don't want to make anybody else lose the bet if they're listening.
But I love Christmas music.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of, like my friend Brian runs a pool where everybody contributes $5 and then the winner gets to pick what charity it goes to. So there are some friendship groups that, will apply stakes to it, whether it's like a charity of your choice or like you split the pot with like something.
I didn't realize this was a thing.
It's a whole thing. It started.
I don't want to have anxiety around Christmas music.
See now. Oh, it's Whamageddon.
I'll donate the money.
So Matt's saying I'm still in Whamageddon. Only counts if you play the original Wham version. I heard that it's all versions.
How has this been a thing that I just have never heard about? Everyone seems to know it.
To be fair, of my life. Without no offense, but it's probably because nobody's asked you to play.
Nobody wants to play with you.
Also, everyone knows how much I love Christmas music. What? No.
Well, I guess Matt has different rules. I'll ask Jay what the rules are, but he was super close. He was really close to the end. He was so mad when I put it on last year, and then it was playing in the background. He was like, no.
That's what I'm saying. This doesn't sound like fun. You have to be careful about what you do and see and listen to.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm super excited. Next week we'll be talking about the holiday movies, and then December 20th we'll be live on Zoom at 9 p.m. to talk to everybody for our last episode of the year, and we'll do resolutions, and then we'll have our break the following week, and then hopefully January 6th I'll have the bloopers out, and then the following week we'll be back.
Cool.
So Amanda, before you went to blow your nose,
yes,
you were gonna, talk about your weekend.
Oh, we got a Christmas tree.
Oh, Christmas tree! There you
go. The fugue of daycare colds is running rampant in southern Brooklyn. So everybody has some version of a stuffy nose. So the nose blowing was very appropriate to the couple of weeks we've been having. It's now in the just evacuation part of a cold.
We're in evacuation.
It's like a fire sale. Like everything must go. So
you're having a fire sale?
That's what it's like in my sinuses right now. It's not great. I don't love it.
Oh my God.
But yeah. So we've all had some various version of a cold off and on since probably October.
Oh my God.
But it sounds like a lot of the other daycare families have had it much worse. So I am pretty thankful for my little tank that just kind of plows through colds with little more than and just your typical little kid running nose.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a Christmas tree, which we got a hot tip, and I wish Ro was on because Ro would know what I'm talking about. So there's this place called Brooklyn Terminal Market, and it's like something out of an old gangster movie. It's just a bunch of different sort of warehousey spaces, and we were told that you can get cheap Christmas trees there because everywhere in our neighborhood they're over $100 for a 5-foot tree.
Yeah.
Not playing that game. Not playing that game. Like we were looking at dropping like $140, $160 for a Christmas tree, which I'm just like, no, we're not going to do that. So heard a hot tip that this Brooklyn terminal market has cheaper trees. So we like got in the car on a work day because, you know, it's like, we're not going to go get a tree with a kid. Like all you people that like take your family and you like do the whole thing. Kudos to you. That seems really complicated, especially when you're like carrying your tree like through the streets of.
Maybe in a few more years.
Yeah. So we sent her to daycare. We took a little bit of time off of work to play hooky and went to this place. And it was just like, we kind of didn't know what we were getting into. We're just like, I heard this place has cheap trees. So we just, you know, just let Siri direct us. And then we get there and there's just like cars everywhere. And there's like, you know, random like ethnic markets, you know, there was like an African one. I think there was like a kosher market and there was like a couple of like a Mr. Pickle, like their sort of packaging. There's just like, you know, all sorts of just like random businesses that would like benefit from a warehouse space as opposed to like a storefront. But like, there's no parking lot. There's just like cars parked like every which way, like backwards, sideways. There's like, an ambulance corps right there had like a converted like city bus that they made into like a respiratory center. So like that was kind of cool. There was like a city bus that was painted like a fire truck that like came out. Like it was just like the kookiest weird place I've ever been. So we're like, where do we park? And they're like, where's the trees? So we're just like wandering through this place. And I'm like, there's trees over there. So then, yeah, we found this little like Christmas haven. Like there was all these trees and wreaths and you go inside and there's just like all this random Christmas stuff. There's like, you know, things for making your own wreaths and lights and inflatables and like just all the sort of accoutrements of like, you know, a suburban Christmas, like hiding in this like warehouse space in like Canarsie, Brooklyn. It was crazy. But we got like a $70 tree, which for New York is very cheap.
Holy shit, dude.
It was pretty exciting.
Last Wednesday, my parents and my sister went to go see Phantom, and my mom sent a picture of a tree that was like $135, you know, someplace between my sister's apartment and the theater. And she was like, can you believe how expensive these are? And I was like, yes, actually, like not even 24 hours ago, Amanda was telling me how expensive trees were. Yeah, that actually sounds cheap. But yeah, so it was a real trip. We tied it to the roof of our car. It was like a whole new world of adulting. Yay, adulting.
It's a good tree. We had to like rearrange. Yeah, we had to like rearrange the entire living room to fit the tree because where we put the tree last year is now like a play area for the baby.
That's right. Yeah.
And that was like the logical corner for the tree, but you're like, well, you can't evict your play area. So, you know, apartment life, we made it work.
Nice. But, that's better than us. We didn't do the live tree until what, like 2 years ago? A year ago?
Okay. Out of fear of the children climbing the tree or why? No. Just because of the hassle of getting the tree.
The hassle.
Yeah.
And then 2 years ago, we got the one from, I think it was, where was it? I want to say we got like a small one. Oh, we got a small one from Wegmans that was like a tabletop tree. And we like set it up on like a tray and like got a little tablecloth and made it all nice. But we didn't cut the bottom properly, so it like dried out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then last year was like our redemption year, and that was when Alex tried to walk out with that other tree. Which when we went back to this place this year, they weren't so kind. They weren't like, oh, we'll just round it up and make it even this. They were like, and don't forget this tree is, you know, Alex size, so it's what, like 3.5 feet, and it was like $30 or something like that, which I thought was a lot of money for a tree that is smaller than a 4-year-old, but okay.
Yeah. Trees are quite expensive.
Yeah, I think we paid like at least $100 for ours, plus like $30 for the stand, which granted we can use again because that's on us that we didn't have one. But we were like, this was supposed to be cheaper than in California. Like, what happened?
There must be. I actually know, and I might be making this up, but I don't think I'm making this up. I feel like we read about last year how the tree farm crops were destroyed because of some like climate change hurricane thing.
Of course.
And it was like prepare, it's going to raise the prices of trees. And I swear to God, I read about this. And I wish that I could remember where or when, but like when I saw them, I kind of was like, oh yeah, did I read something about this? And that does make sense.
Yeah, that checks out. We didn't do a tree at all until 2020 when we were actually home because of COVID. Mm-hmm. And we had mostly it was because we were never home for Christmas, but then also we were very concerned that the cats would go nuts. And then we got the tree and it was totally fine. And so this year again, like got the tree totally fine. That was Sunday. Then on Monday we brought home a new kitten and we're like,
I'll just tie it to whatever.
I know Gabby's gonna be chilled, but not so sure about Kitten.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
Yeah, Captain couldn't even wait for me to get the lights on before he was like under the tree.
So cute.
Gabby this year has been laying on the tree skirt, which she never really did before, but that's been like her place. But that's fine. Like,
yeah,
that's not as she's not like climbing it.
So we have that stupid train that goes around the bottom of the tree because my kids are obsessed with it. So we could never really let Zoe sleep there, but I do remember, and my time hop will just showed me when Zoe had to climb into the tree to escape Alex, who was chasing her. And I showed Alex, I was like, this is when Zoe was scared of you. Aw, missed that kitty. Anyway.
Zoe.
Anything else before we move on? I'm super excited to talk about Christmas movies next week. I'm going to try to watch some more cheesy movies before, just to give a thumbs up or down. I won't talk too much about them, but, Netflix is calling.
Squeeze in a few more, too.
Yeah.
Again, the Lohan one is what I'm going to watch next Monday night. But my sister Christy watched it and said that it was really good, so...
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
She was like, so this movie is actually really good, but it was while I was watching Spirit, and I was like, oh, yeah!
Can't be better than that. Can't be.
Well, now I'm very excited to watch that because you have both given rave reviews.
Yeah, but it's also great, like going in, like not knowing anything about it. Like, I knew nothing about it other than it was
I still don't know what it's about.
And Ryan Reynolds, exactly, and like keep it that way because it's
like Will Ferrell. You say Will Ferrell, and I'm like, okay, this movie's going to be like really mediocre / sucky.
Right.
It's totally
that's the right attitude to go in with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it's totally different.
I had a craft. I was like gonna craft while I was watching this movie, and like I literally had to put the craft down because I was like, I'm missing key, exciting, fun things.
Yeah.
So now I have to go back and rewatch it because I like missed some stuff in the beginning because I was looking down.
Yeah.
And I realized this is not a movie that you look down and listen to. This is a movie you have to just like be fully.
And now I see why they didn't do super amount of marketing for it, because definitely a word of mouth movie.
Definitely word of mouth. Yeah, we were Daniel and I were kind of talking about that. And I suppose we could like kind of put a pin in this for the actual discussion. But sort of like, this is like a very expensive movie. Like, why have we not heard more about it? And I think it's like because I think the word of mouth can do so much
It's crazy.
more. Yeah.
And what platform is it on?
Apple TV Plus.
Shit, do I have that?
Yeah. I think you could do probably like a 3-month. Like
I've definitely done a trial before. I'll figure it out.
Get a different email.
Exactly. Get a different email.
Yeah, exactly. I'll figure it out.
Matt says, while it's not on demand, Nine Kittens of Christmas will be on Hallmark 12/13 at 4 p.m. Oh my God. Ooh. Can that be the last minute Christmas movie I squeeze in? That's what she said.
You have Hallmark?
No. I'll figure it out. I really want to watch it. I signed up for Roku thinking that, but no, I don't want to buy it. I just want to rent it. I want to $3.99 it. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm going to write this down, though, as a reminder. So when I come back to edit and look at the book, Hallmark, 12/13, 4 p.m. Oh, my God. I really do want to see this movie. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Anything else?
He says you have Peacock. Is Hallmark on Peacock?
I don't think it's on Peacock.
But it might all be owned by the same parent company.
Which one is Peacock?
It's one of the sub-channels on Peacock.
Oh, okay, good, because we just canceled that one, actually, because we realized that we weren't watching it. But I still have it through the 16th or the 18th, something like that.
Oh, perfect. I have one Kitten of Christmas.
Oh, and she's a very cute one at that.
Lina, you're so cute.
Oh, I can stream Peacock Live. That's what he means. Okay. I get it. We'll figure it out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Watch now, Hallmark Channel, Hull for the Holly. Okay, so it's literally the giant thing that popped up in the middle of the screen that I thought was an ad and ignored. Haul out the Holly.
That's on them.
That's on them.
For their ad styles.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. Now I know this. I'm very excited. Okay. Excellent. I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to have to make sure that I am home by 4:00 next Tuesday.
Oh my god. It's just in time.
Under the wire. All right. Moving on. I decided to take us in a totally different direction today. There was a Buzzfeed article. I asked people to share their high school scandals, and they're way, way worse than I expected. Spoiler alert, they're not. But they're still whatever. Now, there was, I think, 25. I got it down to a couple of them. And the ones I took out were all the, like, ones, you know, like, the ones that might have been considered, like, ew, that's gross. Like teachers impregnating children and that kind of stuff. Not children, like teenagers. I took out some of those and kept some of the more like, you know, what the fuck kind of ones.
Good. You read the room.
I read the room. All right. Here we go. I went to an all-girls Catholic high school, and our principal, a nun, ran off with the principal of a local all-boys Catholic school who was a priest. It was kept hush-hush, though we all knew and were forbidden to talk about it. In fact, if we ever mentioned it, we had to do a justice under God as a punishment, weeding the quad, cleaning out storage closets, erasing marks left in textbooks, etc.
Okay, as a non-Catholic, what is a justice under God?
The weeding the quad, cleaning out storage classrooms. So I think it's just like chores.
So it's like just a...
I've never heard of that phrase before, but sounds like just chores.
I was like, I know what a Hail Mary is. No, not a rosary. Rosary
there.
You know.
Let's see. During my freshman year, the senior science teacher was arrested for killing someone in a church parking lot.
Oh my word.
Whoa.
That's a scandal.
Yeah, I would say so.
One of our middle school social studies teachers was fired after he embezzled money from the school. He collected permission slips and money for a field trip and then never gave the money back.
Oh my god, that's not even that much money. What the hell?
At one of my schools, one of the deans physically assaulted a student and the student fought back. Wait for it. The dean ended up losing an eye and never came back to school.
Oh my god.
These are still better than girls getting pregnant by their teachers, okay?
Yeah.
100%. No, I'm here for this. Holy shit, you're going to shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, watch A Christmas Story Christmas. Our high school president hacked the system and gave all the popular students straight A's. He got caught.
It's a weird thing to do.
Right?
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
It's like when you think of like the like risk rewards analysis,
right? You're gonna get caught if you hack the school,
right?
And what,
just like
what
just
are you
the
getting
popular
out of this?
kids? Like clearly you were like,
right?
It's like stealing money for a field trip. Like
you're gonna
the risk
get caught.
is huge. The reward is pretty small.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is kind of long, but it flows. You ready?
Yes.
I grew up in a rural area, and when I was in 9th grade, the school hired a new, handsome, young, cool English teacher. Half the girls in my class had a crush on him, and all the boys wanted to be him. Everyone loved his class, and the students even tried to hang out with him in between classes. Well, halfway through the school year, we showed up to his class, and there was a substitute teacher there. Then the sub was there the next day and the next until finally telling us that our teacher was out sick indefinitely. We were all devastated and so worried for him until someone I knew asked their grandma, who was on the school board, about him and got the full story.
Oh, no.
Apparently, he had been teaching in the district's night school for teen moms. teen moms, kids kicked out of regular school, etc. And he ran away with one of the students the day after she turned 18. And it was the superintendent's daughter. And that's why I kept that one in there. I was like, that is scandalous.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Suddenly
less cool.
Right.
As a teacher. Yeah.
Let's see. Shortly after... Oh, no, sorry. I meant to take this one out. This one was a teen pregnancy one. Sorry, I thought I'd taken it out. Spoiler, this 18-year-old senior got pregnant with her best friend's dad's kid. The end.
Oh,
damn.
Okay.
And there were a lot of them.
American Pie shit.
Yeah, there were a lot of that ilk, which is why I thought I'd gotten that one, but I guess I didn't. Okay, now we're down to the fun ones. You ready? And by fun ones, I mean the ones that I thought we were all going to like really enjoy. At our school, a kid at our school put weed in the Rice Krispie treats for the school bake sale. He didn't know what he was doing, so he literally put the buds in the treats, and kids bought them and got sick. He got caught pretty quickly since it was so obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You hate to see it.
Oh, man.
We had a girl at our school steal chemicals that amounted to a laxative from the chemistry class and put them in a teacher's coffee. Teacher got ill, and the girl got arrested. She fought the cops who were arresting her, kicking and spitting on them, and she even bit them. So she ended up getting arrested for poisoning the teacher and resisting arrest.
Oh, my gosh.
That reminded me of American Pie.
Yeah.
During my junior year of high school, we found out that this one was my favorite, actually. It's so ridiculous. We found out that the vice principal was having an affair with the guidance counselor's wife, and the guidance counselor was having an affair with the vice principal's wife.
Oh, no way.
They all ended up getting divorced and marrying the people they were having affairs with.
Oh, that's so funny.
That is some Shania Twain shit.
I feel like that's like a weird sort of like Clueless style
universe,
like 90s rom-com.
Yeah,
it's like if you're gonna cheat on somebody, make sure that their spouse is also cheating on yours.
With each other.
It makes it less messy because it's like musical chairs at that point.
Exactly. Like I said, that's some Shania Twain shit right there. And finally, I went to a small Catholic school, and the teachers were predominantly nuns. There's a lot of these that take place in Catholic or religious schools.
I am not surprised.
Me neither. We had a small sweet shop on the grounds where students could buy treats, and we all mourned the fact that you couldn't buy peanut M&Ms, which we were told weren't stocked due to students having peanut allergies. Well, in my final year of school, our beloved vice principal, an incredibly kind-hearted and elderly nun, passed away suddenly. After her passing, it was revealed that the shop had been buying peanut M&Ms, but she had them all delivered to her office for only her because she loved peanut M&Ms that much. It was a bittersweet scandal.
Girl, I get it.
Right?
I love me some peanut M&Ms. I get it.
Me too. I'm not a big chocolate person, but I will do the mint Kit Kats and peanut M&Ms.
Oh, all the chocolate. Bring it here.
Yeah, 150% of the chocolate.
Yeah.
But not with peanuts, with peanut butter M&Ms.
That's true. I enjoy them both, but if given the choice, it would be peanut butter. Actually, it would be the brownie one, then peanut butter.
Oh, the brownie ones are good, but I do love the peanut butter ones
are where
too.
It's at.
The brownie ones are excellent. Those are purple, right?
Yeah, they're purple. Well, it's a purple bag. Yeah, like a lavender bag.
Yeah, no, those are really good.
Yeah,
and I do like the peanut ones too, and the peanut butter ones.
Yeah,
which are different. They taste distinctly different than Reese's Pieces, so I feel like you can like all of them.
different type of peanut butter.
Yes,
and very good. Yeah. I just don't like the peanut ones. I like peanuts and I like chocolate. I love M&Ms, but together, I'm just not a huge fan of the texture.
Oh, that's fair.
Fair enough.
The crunchiness getting in the way of my chocolatey. I don't have like a fun high school one, but I was thinking like, what happened in my high school? Fun fact, again, not fun, but like interesting fact. There was before my time, a serial killer attended my high school. And there's a book about his exploits, like back when, like, you know, the serial killer, I was going to say industry, but not industry, was booming, like in the 80s or whatever. And my U.S. government teacher had him as a student in class. And if anyone's interested, the book is called To Kill and Kill Again, and I cannot read it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't blame you.
I feel like too close to home.
Yeah, like literally.
Yeah.
To Kill and Kill Again. All right. Is it too late to add that to my Elfster list?
I note to self, add anything to your Elfster list. Just anything.
Yes, I keep telling Jay that he has to add to his. I've updated mine. I've kept it fairly up to date, and I keep telling Jay he's got to do it. And I'm gonna make him sit down. I'm gonna log in on his computer and be like, I need you to do this like yesterday. So, anybody out there listening that has Jay, I swear his Elfster list will be updated by the time that this episode is released on Friday. I am gonna make it happen. Or I'm just gonna log in for him and put a whole bunch of stuff on there. All right. On that note, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll do some feedback.
Great.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, we are back ready into feedback. But before we start, I have to lodge a complaint that apparently after we started recording, my family watched the Muppet Family Christmas fucking without me. And I am really pissed right now.
Shots fired.
I am really angry.
Not cool, guys. Not cool.
I do have information on how you can watch it. So it is not on Disney Plus because Disney does not own the rights to Fraggle Rock. Or Eureka's Castle or any of that shit. So you can only watch it on YouTube, but they did find the one in its full entirety on YouTube.
Yeah, and I've noticed because I went looking too. There's like a couple of versions on YouTube that didn't used to be there.
Yes.
You used to have to watch it in the there's like an old 3-part one.
3-parter.
Yeah, the 3-parter. But yeah, I see there's a couple of.
Yes, and I think that what they searched for was Jim Henson Muppet Special or Muppet Christmas Special, and that's how they found it, not under Muppet Family Christmas.
Oh, I've searched just Muppet Family Christmas and it comes up. But I also know what I'm looking for.
Right. All right. Feedback. First bit of feedback is from Kayla, and she says, Colleen mentioning thanks reminded me about the time, reminded me about wanting to mention SALT, SAALT, as an alternative. I've talked about this with Shandy. I figured I'd mention it here as well. I got them a few months ago, and I love them. Wanted something with organic, non-toxic materials and cotton options that were sustainable, and SALT checked all the boxes. Plus, they give 2%, give back 2% of their profits to menstrual health, education, and sustainability. They're super comfy. They do the job well. If anyone wants to check them out, I'll post my referral link below. They sell other menstrual products as well. So reach out to Kayla, anybody out there, or if you're in the Facebook group, you can click on it and get the her referral link. So good to know. Next up, we have some feedback from Matt, and he says, in movie night news, Sight and Sound put out their once a decade list of the greatest films of all time, and for the first time, films directed by women made the top 10, including a new number 1. They're both in French too. Looks at Shandy for pronunciation. Go for it, Shandy.
Claire Denis says, Beau travail. And the new champion, Chantal Ackerman, Jean Dielman. 23 quai du Commerce. 1080 Bruxelles. That's just like a whole address.
Oh my God, that was all one title?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Holy hell.
Well, that's awesome. Cool. Hey, Matt, do you know if there is a new Bad Sex and Fiction Awards this year? Because we got to do those. Yeah, we can't. You know, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Since we had new ones. We did do didn't we do like a greatest hits in 2020? And then last year we didn't do them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would totally be down to... Oh, we'll have to look into it and see if they're doing it again. But speaking of Bad Sex and Fiction, we've got some That's What She Said in Reality with them. That's What She Said.
right. I'm going to try to keep that up at least.
You can do anything for 10 seconds.
Take it all off. And I said that in my best Bella voice.
Every time we do this on election night, I'm like, why do we do this on election night?
I'm wondering the same thing right now.
It's another election.
Always. Tuesday, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. It was messy, but it was fun.
We had them in our hands. We didn't know how it worked.
The whole process took like an hour.
I should be giving it to somebody.
Can I give it to you?
Sure.
Now it's going back in.
I want to do it, but then I forget.
I knew she'd get it.
It's so huge. Expansive.
You sit down and the next thing you know, you're done.
It sounds a lot. It sounds like a lot when you're bumping it up times 2. Nope, wait, messed that up. It sounds like a lot when you're bumping it up 2 times.
Two times.
Two times. Ah! 2 times. Well, it looks like to 3rd times is the charm. It sounds like a lot when you're bumping it up to 2 times.
You can go ahead and start now.
It must have been big.
Doesn't smell. I'm eating it.
I ate it 3 hours ago.
I did look when you were showing it to me.
No hands!
Go off. It's Thanksgiving.
We almost came near you.
You can join me or not.
He went the more southern route.
You can get 13 more minutes of sleep when we're done.
How am I supposed to follow that up?
Happy D!
Oh, happy D! Oh, happy D! Oh, happy D! Sorry.
It's the size of 2 rulers, and its thickness is like 2 iPhones wide.
True.
It's big. That's what I'm saying.
You can't just bust on there. We're funny.
We are indeed. Whether intentional or not.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness. All right. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. All right. And then I guess we have a little bit of, we have an email. We've got an Andy update.
Yeah, this working week in Andy's virginity.
Ooh.
Andy writes in, "Hey broads, while I'm using all the PTO I can't take with me into the new year, I'm unfortunately dealing with some other schedule clashes. I have some family planning on coming up for the first Christmas since the pandemic. Yay! Unfortunately, the dates may not line up, and they may not even be able to make it up until the new year. Oh, boo.
Oh, no.
I feel like that was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It was. It started with family planning and then ended with...
I'm already taking most of the week between Christmas and New Year's off. Oh, most of the week? Take the whole fucking week.
Take it.
And can't stretch it into 2 weeks or have that PTO still count for this year, even though I'd use it in January. Boo. It is a good problem to have, all things considered, but that's about all that's going on with me these days. Here's hoping for some new developments in the new year. # I'm with hers, Andy. Andy, if you can, take that whole damn week off.
Take the whole week.
Do it. It's good for the soul.
Yeah.
I would love to take that whole week. I don't know what my...
I always do.
You know, I don't know if this is what they say in France, because I haven't asked like the entirety of the French population, but like my friends and family in France like will say like, you know, the first week of vacation is just for like sort of like getting your mind on vacation. And then and so really vacation starts in like the second week, so that's why you need like 3 weeks, really? Because
yeah.
We should just close the country in December.
Yeah.
I mean, keep the retail open. Let the retail close in January because nobody's shopping then anyway.
Right. Everyone needs to not be shopping then anyways.
Yeah. But like you need time to decompress.
Yeah.
And even like get in the mindset of vacation. So
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to New York for Christmas. We're only going to stay for a few days. We'll be back because I'm going to take the kids back up the following week or so. That's what, Shandy, you were overhearing when you came on, and I was talking to my mom. We were trying to figure out what dates, because the dates that we usually go up, it's actually significantly less expensive to fly up there. Like, cheaper to fly than drive. Just with Easy Pass and gas and all that. If we go the following week, so that's what I was kind of like, hey, is it okay if we do this? And anyway, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so good times. That's about it for us this week. So Dave Wasserman, the I've Seen Enough man on Twitter, who famously calls everything correctly, 32 minutes ago now at this point, tweeted, I've seen enough. Raphael Warnock defeats Herschel Walker. But it's still close.
I hope he's right.
I hope he's right. Let this not be the first time Wasserman has ever been wrong.
Yeah, dude.
So, anyway.
I feel like, especially now, we've seen that anything can happen.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Even things that don't make sense can happen, so.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Here's hoping.
Anyway, yeah.
By the time this comes out, we'll all know.
That's true.
You know what? We all might know before this is done exporting. Let's just hope for that.
You just don't know. You just don't know when you're gonna know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take the Wasserman tweet and close Twitter for the night, which I know you all think never happens, but it totally happens. Okay, I shut it so I could watch Spirited and Wednesday. Okay.
Oh. And I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about the quality of both of those programs.
Exactly. Anyway, anybody else have anything? Did I miss any announcements before we go?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, please send us. We've given you lots of opportunities for the Christmas movies, holiday movies that we're going to talk about. Please, we need your feedback because we really would love to talk about these with everybody. So any of the shows that we mentioned, Spirited, Muppet Family Christmas, allegedly. Really pissed. The Lohan movie, the Freddie Prinze Jr. movie, Christmas with You. I watched that Noel movie, The Noel Diary, which I really liked. It was, not anything special. Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas, Christmas on Mistletoe Farm, Christmas Story Christmas, Spirited. All right, those are the ones that I watched. And then the other two that I mentioned. If you have that or anything else, send us an email or comment on the Facebook post or give us a voicemail. Really excited to talk about all these with you guys. I have, on the way home from picking up my kids from school today, we had the conversation for the literal umpteenth time about why the throwing a brick at somebody's head, like in Home Alone 2, would kill someone. Because we watched Home Alone 2 for family movie night this week. Anyway, any of those movies, let us know, and anything else. So, good times. I plan on watching, like I said, a few more cheesy Netflix movies, so we'll see.
Yes.
All right. Well, if nobody else has anything, we'll talk to you next week for the movies. And then hopefully we will see you all on December 20th for the Zoom. Same Zoom link as always.
Yeah. Yay.
All right. Well, thank you to the patrons that joined us tonight. It was lovely seeing you. We will either see you on the 20th or sometime next year. Thank you to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute a certain level. That would be Eckhart, Rickner, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Planet Ed, the creepy poopy head mailman. Zachary and I did a Survivor bonus last week. We will do another Survivor bonus this week and next week for the finale, so stay tuned for that. We actually, so full disclosure here, the broadcast has tried to do their, $5 or more level bonus for the last 2 weeks. Last week we had children difficulty, in which my children kept coming in to interrupt us. And this week we had technical difficulties, in which the electronic thingy, I'm blanking on the name of it now, had to be...
The technical name.
The technical name. The switchboard, not the switchboard. What is it called, Amanda? The thing where I patch in everything to it.
Yes, I know. I know what it is. I just don't know what it's called.
I know, I forgot too. But anyway, that, of course, they pulled an apple on me today, and as I went to see if you guys could hear me, it was like, this needs to be updated. So, of course, then by the time it updated, it was, 8:55, and we had 5 minutes to do something for 30 minutes. So we promise we will get to it next week. Sorry about that. Yeah, or, maybe if we all have an extra 20 minutes at some point before next week, we can just bang it out. Just get this done. I'm sorry, guys. But it's there. It's ready. It's been ready and uploaded for 2 weeks. So, all right. On that note, though, if you have any feedback, thebroadcasters3@gmail.com. Give us a call, 331-276-2373. Or you can give us, that's it. All right. Bye. Bye. On that note, my name is... Guys, we did this break, 10 minutes ago? And I've taken approximately 2 sips of my drink.
In your festive cup.
Yes, I have.
Festive cup. It's very nice. I like it.
So last year, Target, I think it was last year or maybe 2 years ago, Target had the plastic ones and then the plastic, kids plates that said Mary and Joy. So I got a Mary and a Joy for me and Jay. And then I got 2 Marys and 2 Joys for all of us for dinner plates.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I do like that Target does the, $3 plates for every holiday. So my holiday plates has increased 100% in the last 2 years. But yeah, I'll do Joy next week.
Right.
No, just kidding. Next week. So last year for Christmas, my nephew, my godson, got me Aunt Colleen's Christmas movie watching mug. I
love it. What a great idea.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my booze in that next week, and
so good.
I love it. I love it so much.
All right,
so good.
So stay tuned for next week, everybody. Shandy, is your cat in the room by any chance?
I'm actually not sure. If she is, she's hiding somewhere.
Okay, well, if she was out after we're done, let's take a picture for the Instagram. But if not, I'll just pull a screen cap from earlier.
Oh,
yeah, no biggie.
Oh.
Okay, let me close this out, and then we'll either find her or I can find.
She's not cap. Far. If she's in this side of the house. She's confined.
Hey
Okay.
her. Oh boy.
Hey girl. What up, girl?
All right. Hey, girl, we're going to say goodbye, and then we're going to take a picture real quick. All right, everybody, on that note, my name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Meow.